You know that sound. You know that beat. It's been long. It's been a long time. It's been a long, good time since you heard it. But we're back. We're back to bring you all the chaos, the vibes, everything in between, of which has oddly been a very subtle off season. But we'll relax. And we'll just give you the vibes and the chaos that we best know how. We're not saying we're the most in-depth podcast, but damn it, we're the podcast you're going to have the most fun with. We are the irresponsible driver who you don't hand the keys to after the party. But
that's
hey,
crazy.
Because we have a hell of a time.
No. We are the podcast that you give DJ access to. We pick the playlist. That's what we are.
There we go. I'll take that. I'll take the playlist. We out here. We can't be out here condoning bad decisions and keys. Yogi.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Absolutely right. Sorry. Don't drink enough, folks. To all that being said, I'm your host as always, Elliot Barr. Is joining me is the young lady without a club. She is a USL League One hobo. It is
wow. What's up, y'all? I gotta be a hobo.
It fits very well with Seattle. Just jump on trains and go wherever you want.
That's fair, I guess. I felt more like I felt like more like a Rolling Stone. Like I thought I was doing something better with my life than a hobo, but shit.
Just taking someone's kids and just going along with it. That's great. That's a great way how to put it. Just
it feels good to be back.
It is my point.
And also joining me on today's show, it is the guy who texted the group chat when a certain Mingo went from one bird to another bird and then weirdly mutated into a kangaroo. It is Mr. Kyle Carr. How are you doing, sir?
I mean, I'm good. It was just a very random thing. I looked on Blue Sky and I saw that. I was like, what? The fuck? Okay. Sure. Would have loved to have brought Luca back, but it is what it is. Plus, based off of what Matt wants to do this upcoming season, it seems as though it wouldn't have been able to get the best out of Luca. So, I get why they didn't bring him back again. But yeah, he had to go there. Really? Come on.
Are you sure? You don't sound hurt. It's okay.
I mean, I'm not hurt. I'm just not happy about it.
That is crazy. You don't sound hurt. That is crazy.
Exactly.
Don't piss me off. Man. Don't piss me off, Devin. That's the main one. Don't violate.
Well, yeah, y'all. We are back. USL League One is starting up on Saturday. We are doing live shows every other week. We are by
Whoa.
Every month.
Every month. Sorry. I forgot. We have changed the format. I've already messed up already. Yes, we're doing live shows once a month. My bad. So yeah, look, there are more eyes on USL League One. I think Backhill's now doing coverage of the league. You still got USL League One on the rocks. You have various other platforms, various other podcasts. Make sure you go and support them. But here at Walking 90, we're going to bring you an in-depth live show. We're covering the best things that's happened in that month, starting you off with today's show. But before that all gets started, please make sure you go like, share, and subscribe all on Blue Sky, because we don't do Twitter here, Instagram, YouTube, and we are now on Twitch.
Yeah.
At Walking 90, as always there. So yeah. So
gotta grow every year, Try something
right.
new.
Exactly.
Right. Absolutely. So we're gonna go give you a quick rundown of the show, how things are gonna work. We're gonna start off with the news around the league, talk about some of our superlatives, things we're best excited to see. Also, the best kits. Eb, I hope you have those photos ready to go so we can look at some of the best.
Hi, niece.
Best and worst. Down the show. And then we got a couple of if-then statements that I will be asking these two lovely people on.
He threw a new one in there.
I did. I wanted, I gotta catch you off guard. I was
like, wait, where was this in there?
Thank you.
Don't worry about
I made a whole.
This is the teacher.
I made a whole rundown.
I wanted to get that live reaction, baby. All right.
All right.
So this is what we're doing. But let's start off with some of the news that is happening around the league. Obviously, we all know the big news took this team from the perfect team schedule that we were all excited for. We were like, it's going to be 18 teams. It was going to be a balanced schedule. And then South Georgia Tormenta was like, hey, guys, I can't pay rent this month. So who going to do my DoorDash for me? That's literally what happened. 2 months before. Now, I preface that's
not even 2 months before this season. Like,
I mean, 2 weeks before the season. Yeah. Which I still doubt. Like, they knew 2 weeks. You know. I preface that to all that to say is, and then I'll shift it forward to y'all. Tormenta was one of the league organizations, and they were a good team. Like, Dan Tassel was a great owner. Bernadette was a great great media rep for them. They have fun players. They won a title in 2022. They were very successful at all routes, like from the USL League One team to the USLW team to the USL2 team. Very successful all fronts. It's just sad to see this happen. And I made the point yesterday on the show that we did on 608 Soccer, which also you can listen to on Walker 90 later this week, about how, like, over there in Europe, you have administration. So if teams do happen to get in these financial troubles, that's kind of like a safety net, right? You don't have that set up here where there is that safety net. And it's unfortunate, because this was a team that it was kind of like everyone's second team, right? You kind of rooted for Tormenta in some form or fashion, right? But yeah, it's unfortunate to happen. I close my statement to open the floor up to y'all.
It's very sad because, like you said, they were there from the beginning, and they kind of set the standard of like what a path to pro looks like. I mean, they achieved so much at every level with all of their teams. So to see them leave like they did is kind of like ominous of what's happening around the rest of USL. Especially once you see what's happening with like ProRel and the lack of transparency with that for the front office, and what's happening with Championship and them potentially getting ready to strike like 2 weeks before their season. So single entity, like single ownership is a blessing and a curse. And right now you're feeling the curse of it because you can't ask other owners to bankroll your team. There's no such thing as a broke millionaire or billionaire. So you've got to come up with the money to pay your bills. And if you can't, and now you're turning to ask other millionaires to pay your players and you haven't done that yet, it's you kind of have to like say, okay, this is enough. Now, I feel like they're shooting for the stars by saying they're going to be back in 2027 with a brand new stadium. That was wild. I don't know if that's feasible, but
also you just had a new stadium.
Well, hey, he said he wants another new stadium.
Hey, RIP to Mount St. Mound, okay?
Okay. Look.
The fact that we never got any merch about Mount St. Mound is insane.
Yeah, they missed that one because it was legendary. Not even gonna lie. Right.
Everybody knew about Mount St. Mound.
Kyle, what you feeling?
It's partial frustration, I think, because I think it's just the timing of all of it that was overly frustrating, because they knew like at the end of last season, this is a possibility. And they knew early in the offseason, like you got to November, it's like, okay, we're not sure. And then you get to January, like we're still not sure. And there should have been some communication. I think those are questions that they probably need to talk to their supporters, the players, their community. They have to answer those questions on why are you making this decision now? What did you do to try and prevent this? And I think that's one of the biggest things for me is like, what did you do? Because they were still signing players in the lead up. Like they signed someone from Pacific who needed a visa again. Like they signed these players. Like they were moving with the intention of competing. And then all of a sudden at the last minute, they're not. So I feel like those questions they need to answer to that community. But then also USL needs to answer questions like, what were you doing to try and help? What were you doing to do this? Because like with NOCO, it was like, all right, we're going to have Omaha and Madison and the league pay for these salaries to get through the season. So was that something that you proposed to Tormenta, and was that proposed to the other owners? And they're like, we're not doing this again because we also have our own financial things to take care of. So it's just
from my understanding. From my understanding that was off the table. That was
okay.
Off the table. Yeah,
whatever. But then you just racked in how much expansion fees from all these clubs that just joined in the last couple of years. So you're telling me you couldn't use some of that to get like help out. And that's why it's like, for me, it's more, what did USL do to try and prevent this? And what did Tormenta try and do to avoid this? And I think those are questions that need to be answered. And I think those are questions that should be asked. And also this makes me just sit back and go, okay, if you really want to do pro rel, you're going to have more of this kind of situation where you're going to have teams that get relegated and financially think, we don't know if we should do this. So what are the plans to prevent that moving forward? So for me, it's just overall frustration. It's like, it's frustrating, I'm sure, for the players because they have these plans and make like uproot their lives and now they got to do it all over again. It's frustrating, I'm sure, for like the front office and ownership, because obviously now you're put like, they have to pivot. Obviously some of the people will probably still be able to do their jobs, but maybe there's people that won't be able to. And obviously it's frustrating for the fans because you go in with this hope of watching your team and now that's just been suddenly ripped away from you. So I think for me, it's just overall, it's just more frustrating and feels like there should be additional questions that are being asked or like things that you need to talk to, at least in Tormenta's case, talk to your community about and explain what the hell happened. How do we get here?
I mean, that kind of leads into my point about the USLPA. They, in their statements, they were like, these players are training without actually talking to coaches because they couldn't get the insurance. Right. Yeah. So it's like, where was the league gonna step in to right the ship? And if truly subsidizing for a year was off the table, when were you going to tell them that? 2 weeks before the season is unacceptable, no matter who's at fault. You've just ruined several months of people working hard to promote these games, prepare for these games. And and in a very big pivotal year for soccer in the United States, this is what you're showing the world, that like, oh, we can't take care of our small clubs. So how the hell are you going to get the USL Premier off the ground if you can't even do it for your Division 3 club? Yeah. That pyramid is no longer looking strong.
Well, and also all the other teams in the league now have to make an adjustment. Like, okay, so in that home fixture, what are we going to do? Are we going to give the players a day off? Are we just going to schedule a friendly to make up? Like, what do they do as well? And I think that's got to be frustrating too, because I mean, I don't know every team's promotional schedule. Like, if they had a promotional schedule for that match, now all of a sudden you can't do it. So you got to change it to another game, which, depending on who you're bringing it, like, it just feels like not only are you inconveniencing your own players and staff and fans, but now you're inconveniencing the rest of the league because now they have to adjust to this last minute decision.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a very tough situation. I mean, and this is mind blowing to me. This league started in 2019. Only 4 teams are remaining from that original cohort. Now, most of those teams left because they were MLS Next teams, but only Richmond, Greenville, Fort Madison,
and Chattanooga.
Chattanooga are the only 4 remaining. Those are only 4 teams left. So, I mean, and look, the point of entry to get into this league has changed, right? I think even now it's doubling. Before, I think maybe 2 years ago it was $5 million. I think now it's going up to $10 million. We're seeing more investment. And, you know, you're starting to see that little transfer market starting to happen, right? I just think back to this thought, man. Like, the players that South Georgia Tournament sent to the USL Championship, if there was a transfer fee attached to that, would that have helped? instead of just letting guys go on a free and they move it on and you don't get anything in return. Would that have helped? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But it definitely is sad to see there. The next thing that we have is, you already alluded to, but the USLPA has been busy. So many statements, so many time. Now, this doesn't affect USL League One because there are two different CBAs, but this does affect the USL Championship, who has their first game on March 6th. I want to pose you guys this question. For the USLPA, and this is going to sound like a little bit of devil's advocate, are they overplaying their hand with how they're going about this?
I think yes. I get the strong statements, and you're always going to have the people behind you because it's always community over corporate, especially in times of like, get your money, the players deserve better. I think they're like, I'm behind the message. I feel like it's like 20% too aggressive. So they're losing any, well, from their statements, it doesn't sound like there's any goodwill with the front office at this moment. But the more aggressive they are with every statement, I'm hesitant to say that there will be a deal in place by the time players kick a ball on the 6th. Like that's the hard part. I love the statement. I love how strong they are, but at the same time they are like it's gonna come back and bite them in the butt eventually.
Yeah.
I feel the opposite, actually. I think this is a perfectly acceptable, because here's the thing. We've seen, as we saw with Tormenta, the state of how things are. You cannot continue to let happen. And if you are this organization that is trying to do this big thing on Pro Rel and you're trying to show all the bells and whistles and you constantly want to highlight this, you are taking advantage of, and like Eboni said, like, yes, there's enough people, they want to support their local team, and USL might feel as though, well, they're going to support us regardless. Like, they want to, like, they're going to want their teams to play, and that's not the case. And I think for the Players Association, I think you have this monumental summer, like you have this big World Cup window where you're going to drive in a lot of people. You're going to have this Pro Rel, and you're going to create this whole league. And I think you got to get it at this level, because once you get to that USL Premier, which is the top league, that's going to be held at even higher standard. And I think you need to go at them. I think you cannot just let USL go the way they are and expect it to be perfectly fine. And I think for me, they do need to be aggressive, because now we're getting to the final couple weeks before the season starts, and there has to be a decision. They have to get this figured out, because it's going to look worse for USL to not be able to get their players and support the players in the way that they should. Because if you're someone, you're looking like, well, I can just go be an MLS Next Pro, or I can go somewhere else. Like, if I have the talent, I can make it somewhere else. Why would I want to go to this league that clearly is neglecting players and neglecting the well-being and letting things slide, while they're also boasting about all these teams that are joining and getting all this money from it? Like, I do think there needs to be that aspect. If you want to be considered a top league, you need to treat your players in a top level way.
Kyle said they're not going hard enough. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the only thing I think about this, and Morning Kickaround brought this up, which I thought was a fascinating point, is like, how big is that strike fund? Like, how long can these players sit out and last? Is it going to be a situation where, like, you remember the NFL strike did, back in the 80s, it only lasted so long before the players had to go back. If the players do strike, do the USL Championship bring in scab players? And how does that happen?
They might try.
Yeah.
That's a lot of scab players, though. If that's the case, then you might as well just pay the players.
You're absolutely right. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting on multiple fronts to see how this happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a thing, because if it's affecting USL Championship, Lord and behold, we know it's going to hit League One sooner or later. And how is that going to be trickling? How does that look? And, I feel like from the information I was getting, the biggest hurdle right now outside of playing arrangements or, when a team folds is that severance package is really just the health insurance. And that, folks, shows you how messed up America is. The fact that health insurance is screwing teams over because neither one is like, we want the bill. Jesus Christ. All right.
And also, I'm always going to take the side of the one that's being taken advantage of.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
So if you got to go harder, go harder.
Yeah, Kyle said hurt their feelings. Got it. Okay.
Foot on neck.
Yeah,
got it.
So guys, new year, new teams have joined. We were supposed to have Sporting Cascade, but the AI generator did not allow them to play this year. So instead, we have New York Cosmos, Fort Wayne, Boise, Corpus Christi, and Sarasota joining the league this year. Rodney goes out to 17 teams, new markets. We're excited to see how this goes. But Ed, I'm going to pass the torch over to you because now we are going into your lane to talk about the best kits this year.
Oh man. Okay, so I finally got to look up all of these kits, and some of them were hits and some of them were misses. I'm very concerned about some of these teams and their identity because it does not come through in the kits. So I've got like two of my favorites and then like two that I think are absolutely misses. So by far one of my top kit combos of the year was the kickers.
Are you able to throw it up on screen?
I can, absolutely.
I would agree. That is a very good kit. I will agree.
I mean, it's not even just the kit, like both kits. They absolutely knocked it out of the park for this year, for home and away. And there's only one other team that did it as well. So let me pull up the kickers first.
Drum roll.
You got to show that.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
It's a nice kit. And I would say this, seeing it in person, last year, the badge itself was like screened into the jersey. So it didn't really feel like it had any feel to it. This year, the crest
look at this kit.
Pressed on.
That is phenomenal.
There you go. I don't know what happened to Kyle. But
I don't either. But this away kit,
that is nice.
Oh my god. That is nice. When that kit came out, I was like, do I get another team's kit?
Yes. You don't have a team right now.
I could. I don't.
You can do it.
You cannot. And I'm so sorry because how can you not own this kit?
Hey Kyle, you know Madison will burn you at the stake if you walk out of there with another team's kit.
I couldn't. I will not buy it. If it wants to be donated, I'm not going to say no to free, but I'm not going to buy it. It is nice, but I can't buy it.
And then, like, both kits were phenomenal, but that blue one, oh my god, that was the one that like
the home jersey drops tomorrow at 12 p.m. So you see the home jersey tomorrow. Yeah, 12 o'clock. See what happens when you listen to the show? You get insider info.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to buy this one for sure. Like,
it's a banger.
It is. The only other team that got both kits right and are phenomenal is Charlotte. I know. That's me saying that.
I wish we could talk to their Did y'all see the deal that Charlotte's doing about if you return like the 2025 jersey, you can get a discount on the home jerseys this year or the new jerseys? Yeah, it's very weird.
Wasn't last year's? I think their kits last year were so much better.
Really? I mean,
I don't love the away,
but I'm digging this county kit. This kit right here is
that one's good.
Amazing. I like a hoop kit, so I'm impartial to it. I literally called it a Waldo. But this one right here,
Charlotte leans very well. Charlotte will lean into that USA color kit. They do it almost every year, but they lean into it. And also, I don't know if y'all caught this trend or not. we don't have a lot of white jerseys like in years past.
Westchester and Naples would like a word. Unfortunately, it didn't hit, but they tried.
They tried. I don't know what happened to Eb, but she'll come back.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a bet. The away kid is not bad. Like, it's okay. No. I don't think they went too free. I think the home kid is really, really good. I think the away kid is just fine. Like, I wouldn't say they went 2 for 2.
I can see that.
And that's no shade to them. Like, it's like, at least it's like a kit where I look at them like, okay, that's fine. Like, there's nothing offensive. It's not bad. It's just not as good as it. Like, I think the kits they had last year were so much better. Like, when they had that like cream / like tannish color, like that was phenomenal.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Another team who I think impressed very well, Spokane. I will say this. It's a lot better than what they had in years past, where it was like their crest and then the vertical lines. It's a lot better.
Is it?
It's not bad.
You sure?
It's another one. It's not bad.
It looks bad. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not going that far.
I mean, I would also. There's one other.
This is the only part that concerns me on the back. Is like you have the pattern on the back, and I don't know if I can zoom in and see it. But y'all see my concern?
Your concern is the whole kit.
I don't know that.
Because my concern would be the whole kit. It's
somebody said my epilepsy.
I mean,
yeah.
It's
too much. It's too much.
You feel like they went in the opposite direction of what they did in years past.
Yeah, and especially when you look at the Zephyrs kit, like the women's team, I was like, "Oh, that was phenomenal."
That lilac, that lilac was beautiful.
Oh,
yeah,
that was nice.
Yeah.
You know who was also a bad kit? Was Naples.
Yes.
Naples kit was.
Now, I will show you one of my favorite kits from the year. This is one of my favorites right here.
I swear to God, if you're gonna rage bait me.
Oh no, I'm not gonna rage bait you.
Oh yes,
that's a good kit.
That's
a good kit.
A good kit.
That's a nice jersey. Very subtle, very crisp, straight to the point. It's not too busy. I like it.
Also, I like the kit reveal.
That was right. Good. It plays homage to like I forgot what the orange represents, but now the name of the jersey, El Clasico. I'm like, guys, like
you're doing too much there.
Yeah. Like, come on, y'all. We don't need to go that far. But hey, it's a very solid kit. Very solid kit, in my opinion.
Hold on, Kevin, that Denver kit, which one? The green one? Because I'm not giving that to. So NWSL released their kits. The Denver one is very plain, and I'm upset about it because you had years to get it right, and you didn't. That's my biggest concern, like my biggest complaint, because Angel City was new, and then they dropped that Daylight kit, and that was their first kit, and it was so beautiful. So my standards are high, and they missed the mark. It's fine. It's boring. But that Avialto kit is top notch. I will buy that too if I could. I don't need this many other team kits. Like
now we have FC Naples jerseys. I think
that's just disgusting.
Aways kit.
That's so bad.
You don't like this? Does it look very bland to you?
Yeah,
it does. I see. Okay. I teeter on like there's a line of blandness that like if it's bland but sophisticated, that's just bland to be bland. You know, that Avialto is bland but sophisticated. This one is they ran out of time and they submitted at 11:59.
I mean, I feel like that one, like the pinkish one is. I like the pink one because I think that one's it's the same template, whatever, but better color. I think if you're gonna be bland, you can't go with white. That's the rule.
I think it's white. I think it's like a very light like blue, but it gives off that vibe as white. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because even the Fort Wayne one is very plain, but it's that yellow. So then you're like, oh, it's not too bad. Okay. All right.
Next we have Westchester. So, okay. Westchester, it's time to pull y'all into the office. Like,
hold on. Wait. Listen.
I'm gonna see if I can find a better version.
It's better than last year. They put effort.
That's a low bar.
I like it. I like it.
I wish I could find one with like the logo on it. It's the logo that throws me off. Like
the logo's so big. Why is it so huge?
Like if it's just a name, fine, that's great. And he got his all folded. And I feel like the photographer told him, "Look, hey, I need you to fold your arms so we don't overexpose this."
Add some dimension to the kit.
No, again, I am proud of Westchester. I'm proud of them.
It's better. I will say it is
they
better.
Actually seem like Hummel actually remembered them. I'm proud of them.
Oh, you're right. You know what?
That jersey last
year. That Cosmos Away kit is beautiful. I will give them that. I am not a Cosmos fan, but that Cosmos Away kit is beautiful. That blue.
People.
Oh my god.
But no, I just want to good job, Westchester. I'm proud of you.
That's a low bar.
Okay, but you know what? Was it a low bar? Yes. But this is better than most other teams. This is better than Naples. It's better than Corpus Christi. Hell, I like this one better than One Knox.
Oh, I didn't even look at One Knox's.
It's fine.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Omaha drop a jersey?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. This is New York's.
Yeah, that second kit's beautiful.
That's good.
That home kit's garbage, but this one, yes.
No, that's what they should go with as their home kit. That should be their main kit. That is.
They put their whole budget into this.
Is that why they have to play in Jersey? Because they didn't have no room. They put it all.
Yeah, they was like, "Hey, you gonna put it into something, dog."
Oh, so One Knox is playing in a t-shirt.
Yeah,
that's
such a disappointment because it was last year's was good. Last year's was I liked their kit last year.
So this is Corpus Christi's.
It's Sharks. If you love a gimmicky kit, this is for you. If you love a cheesy, gimmicky, we're leaning in hard, this is yours. This is for you. It's got Sharks.
You know what I'm starting to realize? It's Capelli. It's Capelli.
Yeah.
They just they're the K-Water jersey designs at this point.
Oh God. I'm disappointed.
This is Westchester.
Well. No, that's Fort Wayne.
Yeah, this is Fort Wayne's.
Look what they're doing to my boy Burned. They're putting him in just absolute terribleness.
They got them 2003 basketball
Burns deserves better.
Look at his face. Look at that man's face.
He was like, I used to be in drip, and now I'm here. Dripless.
That man was like, I went from being on the bench to being a starter. Just put me in something, coach.
Yeah, that is a hard bite because it's I mean, for one, Fort Wayne changing their colors hurt my feelings. But whatever.
I would agree. No, I'm trying to see, did Sarasota drop a jersey?
That's fine.
Sarasota did drop a jersey, and it's pretty nice. I like it.
I'm trying to find it.
It's that it's like a what do you call it? It's almost like a muted Miami color type jersey, but the lines are clean. You've definitely passed it by now.
I did. Hold on. Somebody just sent me a message. Oh, never mind. I thought somebody DM'd me the jersey.
Messages on the screen.
Oh, wait. Is this it?
No,
that can't be.
Right, whatever.
No, it's not it. Oh, there you go.
Where?
The Choco Coke that has the jersey. That's the jersey. I like it.
Bad.
It's clean.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't.
It's saved by the colors. It's saved by the colors.
It's saved by the colors.
Honestly, yes. That's a crazy sentence too.
Like if they had a different color combo, it would be not good. But the colors make it good.
I also don't like the collar. The collar, that's just not one of my favorite type of collars. But other than that, this is a pretty decent kit. I'm not buying it. I've got like 3 that I already have in my head that I want to get, and that's already hurting my feelings and my wallet. So this one will stay in Sarasota. Other than that, I'm good.
Did we have Portland did drop? No, Portland did because everyone and their grandmother was wearing it.
Yeah, the Waldo.
Yeah, it's a clean Waldo. I will give them that. Why did you put? What does Landon Donovan have to do with Portland?
Landon Donovan will do
money
for
money.
Yeah.
Money.
Someone
got to pay for that hair transplant.
Team.
Someone has got to pay for that hair transplant.
He was riding for Mexico. Let's not completely forget. He did that. Like,
right. He told me my other team is Mexico. So I'm just like out here. Like, all right. It's phenomenal. 10 out of 10. The face he's making, very scary. But I love this kid.
Someone got to play. I just need like, much like Katie, I need Landon Donovan to get a brush. Like, I understand this man hasn't had hair for 25 years.
No, just shave. Come on, just shave it all off then.
Just shave it. Yeah.
He needs a brush. Like, no, at this point, that man paid for that hair transplant. Like, bro, just get a brush. Like, you not too rich where you landed. You would have had black teammates, bro. Get a brush.
Just shave it.
Get a brush.
Shave the hair transplant? That don't make no sense.
At this point, if you're not going to put effort into the hair transplant, just shave it all off.
That's crazy.
Why? I'm just saying, if you're spending money and you're not even putting effort to make it look good, why bother? Save your money.
Like, come on. I need you to get a hairbrush, man. It's not good.
I don't know if any other teams dropped the kit, and if so, we missed it, but
I don't know.
No, everything else was kind of garbage.
I mean, Madison's not doing a new home one because they released a new home one last year, so they'll use that one again. The way will probably come soon. Greenville, I don't think they did.
They did not.
No.
They didn't know.
I was just telling Eb earlier, like, this felt like a very quiet offseason for teams. Like a very quiet offseason.
Well,
this
I think
is one Knox, by the way.
T-shirt.
Well, I'll just say, I feel like for a lot of the returning teams, you can only continue to make new kits so much until fans are like, all right, we got
That's not true. They will pump out kits until they can't kit no more.
They can. Should they? Different sort.
That's a different question.
That's a different question.
Should they? Yeah. You didn't say should they.
You just say could they.
Could they? And yes.
Fine.
Donovan will do anything. He'll do something strange for a little piece of change. I'm going to just throw that out there.
I'm just wondering in the next what celebrity is Portland going to bring out for their next kit? That's going to be the question I wonder.
Batista.
He can't go from, I mean, he already in Vegas.
It's Portland. They'll bring out Batista. And they have him Batista bombing somebody through a table.
That's crazy.
I would pay to watch that.
I mean,
hey.
Well, now that we've successfully derailed we didn't even derail. We were actually right on schedule.
You see it on topic.
Look at us.
Are y'all ready to get into our superlatives?
Okay. Absolutely am.
I thought you were going to do the random thing you were going to throw at us. That was going to be us.
No. Not yet. Not yet.
All right.
Yeah. We're saving that. All right. Superlatives. So, as you know, we love to hear out awards. It's preseason show. Obviously, nobody has watched their team outside of maybe like a few fans. So we're going to throw out a couple of superlatives. So first superlative we have is team to surprise you this season. Kyle, you put FC Naples. Why, my good man?
I think, obviously, they lost Henderlog, who went to Tampa Bay in a transfer. And I think there's a lot of people are wondering, are they going to be able to replace those goals? It feels as though Naples... Like, I know I saw USL shows like ranking and like Naples was pretty low on fans. Matt Poland's a really good coach. And I think even though, yes, they lost their star striker, I think the strategy, the tactic, and the structure that he has will allow Naples to still be competitive. Like, they still are more of that sit back and hit you on the counter team. And I think that's a tactic that you can make work regardless of the personnel. So I think they're going to be better than most people expect, even though they lost one of their best players. Like, they've lost some very talented players, but I think Poland's a good enough coach that he'll keep them competitive and keep them on that like playoff, like end of the playoff side of things. I think so. I think Naples is going to be better than people I think are giving them credit for.
Okay. Eboni, coming to you. You had Fort Wayne. Why is this?
I think their transition from League 2 to League 1 is probably going to be, I don't want to say tricky, but it's definitely going to be fast-paced for them. But I think they're one of the few teams that could actually handle that. I think that's going to not only surprise me, but surprise a lot of teams when they go into their stadium. So that's kind of why I put them as my surprise pick for the season.
Okay. Now, for me, I put Sarasota. This has a lot to do with, it's pretty much Richmond Light.
I was going to say, Richmond B.
Yeah, look, between them and Spokane, dog, it's getting kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested just to watch them just because of what Mickey can do as a head coach. See if Jonathan Bolaños can bounce back from the horror year he had at Westchester. Can Chandler O'Dwyer take that next step in his development and be a consistent attacking mid and play in his natural spot? Grant McCaughlin. Honestly, what this feels like, this feels like a team where there's a lot of guys who just had like a rough year in 2025 and who are coming together and be like, we got to fix this. So I'm interested to see how this team is going to navigate and flow. I'll keep an eye out for them. All right, Kyle, most improved in the offseason. You put Boise. Parentheses, does this count? Kyle, no, because they just started. Choose another.
Fine. I will choose again because why not?
They just started.
Ford
What
Madison.
failure have they experienced?
Wow.
Okay.
No, I'm actually going Ford Madison. I think what they did this offseason was they realized getting all these experienced USL League One players that are a little bit older cannot work long term with how fast the fixtures are, with how many more fixtures. So I think them going younger and them going outside, obviously there's a lot of MLS Next Pro, which makes sense because their sporting director came from there. So he knows, he has more awareness of these players. But I think the team going younger and hearing that the team is going to try and use that athleticism and play quicker and not do that possession style that they did for the last couple of years because it wasn't working. And that was one of the things that drove me up the wall the most, was like, you can't keep doing the same thing and it doesn't work and then not change anything. So I think Glazer being forced to change it is going to get them in a better position. None of this matters if they still can't score goals. None of this matters if they're unable to use all that possession for good. But I do think it's going to be a better season because I think they have more athleticism. I think there's more versatility that's going to be there with this squad than what they had in the past. And I think that was Madison realizing, like, okay, we got to do something different. That was the one thing I asked at the end of last season. I said, you have to go with a different route. And they did that. So I think they are going to be better. They're not, because I mean, this was a team that went almost 2-3 months without winning a game. And I just don't see that happening again. Like, I'm not going to automatically say, yep, home playoff team and all that, because I don't know how good these players are going to be and how quickly they'll gel. But I do think Madison going with a whole different approach than what they've done indicates they've learned, or at least understand where they went wrong and are going to try and do something different, which is, I think, going to lead to improvement.
Okay. Now, Ev, I'm shocked at this pick that you put. I need you to explain it for me.
I am too, because I tend to forget about Greenville Triumph.
You were 10 toes down on that.
You don't intend to forget them. Let's make
you
that
were
clear.
10 toes.
You don't forget
10 toes down on that hatred.
I was. I will admit, when I'm not hating on them, I do tend to forget them. But as I was looking at kits, I started going through a lot of the rosters because I was like, well, let me actually understand where some of these players have moved to. Greenville is young. I wasn't prepared. They kind of are, younger than they've been before.
Fair.
Younger than they've been before.
I'm just saying, you're telling me they're younger, and I still see Brandon Fricky and Evan Lee and Tyler Polak still on the squad.
I saw Fricky and I was like, all right.
Okay. So my dream interview, not my dream interview, but one of the interviews I want to do for this podcast is to have Tyler Polak on, and I want to ask him, look him in the eyes and be like, what did that conversation look like at the end of the year when they asked you to come back? And did your knees immediately go hey, bro, I don't think we got it in us, big dog.
They might.
I need to know. I'm
just saying they have improved in a lot of places in terms of depth and age.
What is it to a new head coach as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm they were. I mean, like we said, the USL was kind of quiet this off season, but they moved in silence like lasagna. I'm a little shocked by it.
I will say this: they have been extremely quiet on that side. And what, the new stadium's opened up as well. So some inside
they're working on
it. Yeah,
I don't think it's done, but they are definitely working on it.
Yeah, it's been very quiet on that side of South Carolina and whatnot. For me, I went AB Alta, and
okay.
I know how we talked about AB Alta last year. My thing is this: I'm interested to see, can they build on what they did right last year? Is the head coach, is he going to be yo, we are sticking to what we do? Regardless of how things go, we are sticking to what we do. And I want to see, is he really going to do that? Because, and if you have followed this league at any point, everyone can tell you, if you try to have a concrete, I can't even say the fucking word right. A solid system, it doesn't work out well for you. Yeah, concrete. There you go. Couldn't say that word for some reason. But if you try to have a concrete system, it doesn't work out well for you. Go look at my team, which were Kickers. So and that team was yo, we are living and dying by the pass. We don't give a damn. We are going to pass this ball 500 times. At Cal, I know they pissed you off so many times last year when they would pass up a great shot.
Man.
Cal be bro, you were right there in front of the goal. Why are you passing up the shot?
And the other frustrating part was they come out of nowhere and fire this absolute rocket outside the box. I think they scored 6 goals. I think they scored 6 goals from a free kick, 10 goals outside the box. And I'm so you do that, but you can't, when you had a good opportunity to shoot, you decide, I don't want it.
2-on-1, and you fucking don't score.
Coach is hey, pass it back. It very started to become betting numbers wise. But I'm interested. I'm interested to see what they can do in year 2, especially out there. I think it's one of the gems of USL League, honestly.
If they can just defend a little bit better, I think that would be a huge difference for them. That was the problem. They could not defend at all. So if they fix that,
this is true. All right. So Shield winners. This is the team we believe that will win the Shield. Kyle, you have the team up there in the state, up there in the West, up there in the very top. The team that has been the bridesmaid for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Care to talk about it?
If not now, then when?
That's
Like,
what.
at this point.
You ain't saying nothing but a word.
Honestly, like, you've been to 2 finals. Last year, everyone picked you to be this top team. Everyone was saying it is a runaway. Spokane's going to get it. And for a stretch, they looked like it, and they completely fell off a cliff. And at this point, you got to do it now. Like, if you can't do it this year, when there's so much uncertainty with so many other teams, and you got the likes of Omaha, who are probably going to be up there, and you got, like, people, this is the year you got to do it. Like, Knoxville lost some players. Chattanooga, is what they did going to be able to repeat itself? You got all these new teams. This has to be there. You do it. And if you can't do it this year, then, like, if you don't either win the Shield or win the playoff, then it's like, when is it going to happen for you? Like, Omaha got through 2020 where they came up short because of COVID, and then they won it. Greenville, that first year, they get to the final, they came up short, they won it. Like, we've seen other teams get close and fall short, but will come back and win it the next year. And now we are year 3? If you can't do it this year, then when? Like, that's basically it for me. There's no excuses.
They very much have been the bridesmaid. And look, with the money they are putting in between them and Portland, if the title doesn't come out of those 2 corners of the U.S., it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Somebody going to have to pay for their job. That's all I'm going to say.
Honestly, Kyle said it best. I chose Spokane because, like, at this point, if you can't get it done, then no, because the league is expanded. We're about to go into you have still one of the most complete teams. Get it done. Yeah. We're all telling you to get it done because you've been there. In your first 2 years, you've been there. Go do it.
Get it done. Get it done.
Get it done.
All right. So I'm about to blow your minds.
Okay.
I'm about to blow your minds. I put Boise.
Yeah. I was ready for this one. I saw you type it and I was like, oh.
Okay. So hear me out.
I'm listening.
Nick Moon. Hold on. Let me go through this. I can give you the proper hopefully we got the whole roster up here. So we got Nate Miller, who used to be at Lansing United. We all remember what he did in 2019, right, Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey,
Jake
one of that final day
Jake
at their place. That was a great time.
That was fun. Nick Moon, Jake McCraw, Jake Jellinger, Timmy Mushabai, Charlie Adams. Like, it's a lot of guys who have USL League One experience. A lot of guys who have USL Championship experience. And I'm just like, I can just see them riding that momentum. And it's also, and this is why I think it works out so well for Spokane. It's a place where people ain't going to want to go to. You're not going to want to fly out there. And I can see Boise picking up a bunch of points and just slowly chugging along. They're going to be up there, and then come to the end of the year. I'm not saying they're going to be number 1 all throughout the year, but I think they'll be like 3rd, 4th, and then at the end of the year, the teams that are 1st and 2nd start falling off, and they're just picking up those points, and they'll get the shield. I highly rate Nate Miller. I wanted him in Richmond in 2020. The club went with Darren Sawaski. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And that's all
I'm gonna say something. I feel like Boise is going to be last year's Spokane and the year before Lexington, where we get very hyped up for it and they fall short of expectations.
When were we hype on Lexington?
Remember when Lexington brought all those championship level dudes the year they got?
This show was never hype on that.
I'm just saying, people.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I called the downfall. The fall off. 1985, I arrived. The fall off.
I'm just saying, we did this with Lexington. We did it with Spokane. I feel like we're doing it with Boise. And I understand, because Nate Miller is a hell of a coach. Kroll is a hell of a defender. They got a lot of dudes. But people are talking about them like we did with Spokane and Lexington, and those did not go as planned.
Kyle said he's rocking with Boise because Boise's rocking with him.
I'm just saying.
I got a little faith in him. A little faith. All right. So next thing we have, our next superlative is wooden spoon. Kyle, coming to you. Westchester, back-to-back wooden spoons, 2 trophies in 2 years.
I mean, the team wasn't good last year, and you lost your best player.
Fair enough.
You lost the golden dude that was competing for the golden boot.
Fair enough. Eb, what about you? You have I wouldn't say a surprising team, but a newcomer. Is a wooden spoon staying up there in the Tri area?
Fuck the Cosmos. So wooden spoon.
Wow. All right. That's how we start the show.
No logic.
Welcome.
No logic is hate. Hate more in 2026. Okay. There you go.
Just pure hatred. Got you. Okay. All right. So for me, I put Greenville.
Damn.
I put Greenville, and I know it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I know it is. I can feel it. The reason why I put Greenville is because new head coach. His team is older still. I think they're still heavily reliant on those older people. I know they brought back Daniel Wee, but it's just something about, like, last year was the first time they missed the playoffs, and there was troubling signs then. And I just don't know if they did enough to address it. And I feel like there's going to be a greater regression. Yeah,
but
I just feel like there's going to be a greater regression.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like, I understand they might struggle, but oof.
Yeah, I just feel like there's going to be a greater regression, and I'm just like, all right, like, are we sure, y'all? Are we sure? But I mean, that's just my opinion on it. All right, this is the part of the show that we've branded and made our own. The Vibes Team of the Year, the team that you think is going to have the vibes, the team that you going to put on TV, tell your friends about, and be like, this is what you need to watch. Kyle, why Sarasota?
Honestly, look at that attack. Like, you got Bolaños, you got McLaughlin, you got O'Dwyer, you got dudes, Ethan Bryant's there. Like, you have a lot of dudes that can contribute to this attack, and I feel like they're going to look at Naples and be like, yeah, we don't want to be them. So we're going to play with more attacking intent. And I feel like they're going to have the kids. You're going to have that nice sunset in Florida. I feel like they're going to be the team that just goes and attack. It feels like they might be AV Alta, but they will make smarter decisions in attack.
Okay. Ebony, you went with AV Alta.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Why you got them as the Vibes team?
I feel like they're gonna actually like capitalize more this year. That's just me being hopeful. I feel like they're gonna play like you expect them to play. Like when they were clicking last year, they were fun. It was still a good, solid team, and I'm hoping that they can continue that earlier on instead of frustrating me from game one. So if they can do that, I think they are smooth coasting to the Vibes Team of the Year.
Okay. All right. Not bad. All right. For me, for instance, I put Richmond. Because last year, Richmond, boy, hey, I will tell you this.
Hey, we are allowed one bias homer answer.
This isn't even bias. This is honest. This is not. Now, bias would have been like if I put them in the team to surprise you this year or the most improved team.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
That was bias, Kyle. This isn't bias. This is 100% truth. Who games were all over the place last year in terms of scoring or in defending?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Who team could score goals out the wazoo from any random place on the field?
Besides Davey Alta?
Who defense was leaky like crap and would give up a blunder goal?
Yeah, that's fair.
There are a couple teams that fell under that, but yeah.
And who's the only team who meets perfectly in all of that? Us. I'm just saying. And also, look, I made it transparently clear. The reason why also you want to watch Richmond this year is because of this storyline. Darren Sawatsky knows he is on the hot seat. He knows it. He knows it. There's no way around it. He knows he is on the hot seat. So there is a situation come August. If this team is not sniffing the playoffs, he's gone. And this team is dead rubber.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At
least let him get to the playoffs.
If this team is eliminated from the playoffs or looks off it, like they are rooted to the bottom of the table, there's no way to swim up. Don't be surprised. Come that break right before Labor Day weekend, before that Henny Derby, if the Kickers drop that announcement, it's like, hey, we have an interim manager for the rest of the year.
I mean, yes, if you are dead in the water, yeah, I get it. But if you're fighting and it's August, you're fighting.
Well, you're fighting, it'll be fine. He's not going to go then. But if they're wooden spoon contender,
I mean that I get that part. Yeah,
I'm joking.
Look, there's a couple coaches coaching for the job this season.
I felt like y'all should let him go last year, but
I mean, hey, look, I don't draw the budget. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I have there. Next we have is the Chaos team of the year, the teams that we think will be the most batshit crazy. Kyle, why Charlotte?
Because we have yet to see Charlotte try and defend in their history in USL League One.
Very true.
Charlotte will give you a 3-2 with a red card. Charlotte can give you a 5-1. We don't know what Charlotte is going to do every single match.
Very true. Very true.
They might go and beat your team out of nowhere on 2 quick counterattacking goals, win 2-1. They might leak 4 goals. I don't know.
All right. Hey, it's going to be interesting to see. I'll say that much. I will say that much. All right. Westchester. You got to put this one for me. Why are you going here?
Because they're about to do dog shit on the field, and it's just going to be hilarious. Same reason that Kyle gave for Charlotte. Westchester, they're just not going to score the goals, but they're going to get all the cards.
Fair enough. All right. And lastly, well, we haven't talked enough about it. I put Chattanooga. Look, Fight Club Chattanooga is back. They pay back everyone. Once again, if Chattanooga don't care if they win, they just want to win the fight at this point. That's all they're there for. They just want to win the fight. All right, so we got through all that. Are you guys ready for your if-then questions?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared.
So,
okay.
Listeners, if you want to as well, you can put your responses down below. But these two, Ed and Kyle, do not know the question I'm going to ask them. I'm going to give them one team at a time. Okay. And give me your best answer, and then we'll go to the next person. All right.
Okay.
All right, Ed, we're coming to you first. So we're going to start off with AV Alta.
Oh.
If AV Alta turns their home ground into a fortress this year, then are they instantly a playoff lock?
If they turn their stadium into a fortress this year, then they are a lock for the playoffs. Not a home team, well, maybe a home game, because I could put them in third or fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes.
Okay. All right, so you believe
yes.
so?
Yes.
Okay. Kyle, coming to you. If Boise struggles to score early but defend well, then do they become the league's toughest low-scoring spoiler?
Ooh.
Yeah, because that defense is good enough to be a low score. Like, that defense is good. So I will say yes, they can, because there's still enough quality in Mo Shabani and Nick Moon and others that with that defense that they got, yeah, I would say yes.
Okay. Ev, coming back to you. Charlotte. If Charlotte finds consistency on the road, then do they jump from contender to shield favorite?
No.
Okay.
And that's not even me being a hater. That's like they can't even do it at home, so they got to figure it out both places. And it's a new home for them this year. New old, but yeah.
Okay. Kyle, coming to you. Chattanooga. If Chattanooga leans fully into a high-pressing identity, then do they lead the league and force turnovers and goals from chaos?
Oh, yeah. And also cards. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. They were doing that while not trying to do high pressing.
All right. Eb, coming to you. Corpus Christi. If Corpus Christi exceeds expectations defensively as an expansion side, then can they grind their way into a postseason conversation?
No, I think there are far too many teams that will definitely be better than whatever they put together defensively.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Kyle, coming to you with this one. New York Cosmos. If the Cosmos live up to the weight of their brand from day one, then are they the biggest draw and the biggest target every weekend?
1,000%. If the Cosmos get to their NASL level, they are 100% the team that everybody wants to beat. Yes. Like I said, at NASL level, yeah. They're going to be hated. Those fans are going to be obnoxious. They're going to be hated. Portland's going to be pissed that they're not the golden child anymore. It's going to be a whole thing.
Okay. Eb, coming to you. FC Naples. If FC Naples dominates possession but struggles in transition defense, then are they thrilling contenders or vulnerable pretenders?
Then they definitely have to be vulnerable pretenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kyle, coming to you for this one. Fort Wayne. If Fort Wayne's League 2 core develops and exceeds expectations, then do they become this year's breakout story?
No, just because I feel as though they would have to be the best expansion / new team, and I don't see that. Even if they develop, I think it'd be more kind of like a Knoxville, where it's like, okay, they're better than we expected, and that's good.
Okay, fair enough. I was reading the comment there. All right, Eb, coming to you. Greenville. Okay. If Greenville returns to their elite defensive form, then is another deep playoff push inevitable?
Deep? I would say not deep. Then it can't be a deep one.
The fact you're using the word deep a lot is hilarious. All right. Kyle, coming to you. Talk about this year's returning champs, One Knox, I'm gonna send him on soapbox real quick. One Knox, just because you won 2 trophies does not make you back to back. I need you to understand how the calendar works.
Thank you.
Okay?
Oh my God.
You won a double. That's fine. We can't argue that. Back to back means you won it 2 years in a row. Okay? Not 2 years. You won it 1 year. You won 2 trophies in 1 year. That's a double. This isn't Jose Mourinho math where you count the Community Shield as a treble.
Hey, that counts.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
The Community it's a trophy you lifted.
That does not count towards a treble.
It does too.
Be fucking for real.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw One Knox do that, I was just like, y'all.
I remember that day in our chat. I was like, that's not.
Hey, I was pissed. I was annoyed. So I'm like, bro, you're not about to just aggravate me with this. You won the league fair and square. Can't take that away from you. You got a double. You didn't get a back-to-back. You wasted merch. And you made your whole supporter base look dumb buying back-to-back t-shirts. I'm sorry. All right. Who answered the last question?
It's me. You were going to ask me.
Okay. All right, cool. Kyle, coming to you. One Knox. If One Knox turns close draws into wins again like they did last year, then do they flip from just the unobscure mid-table team to once again hosting a playoff matchup?
Oh, 100%. And now that they have that championship behind them and they have the confidence to do that, yes. Okay. If they do that again, that's a Shield winner or Shield contender. Not just a home play. That is a Shield contender.
I would agree. All right, coming to you. Portland, Hearts of Pine. If Portland inaugural season is the measuring stick, and they stay hot within their sophomore year, then does belief carry them into a legit postseason chase?
No.
No.
Okay.
Why not? I gotta hear this.
I think belief only gets you one extra goal. But I don't think they have it in them to take that belief further than that.
Okay. Doesn't believe you have to take it further than that. All right. Kyle, Richmond Kickers. If Richmond's offseason moves click immediately, then are they back in the conversation as one of the top teams in USL League One?
No. I think it puts them in solid playoff. I think they'd be playoff. I don't know putting them all the way in top of the league.
Okay. All right. Eb, coming to you. Sarasota Paradise.
Okay.
If Sarasota attack proves more explosive than expected, then do they become the league's most entertaining expansion club?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, because like you said, it comes down to the Cosmos.
Yeah. I would agree.
Which I hate so much.
I would agree. All right. Kyle, coming to you with this one. Spokane. If Spokane protects home field and still points on the road, then are they built for playoff soccer and can finally get over the hump?
Yeah, but they really got to stop trying to do this via penalties. They can't keep doing this. They can't. At some point, that penalty luck is going to run out. But yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, Spokane, the last 2 finals, they played on the road, right?
No. 2024, they went into NOCO, one in regulation. That was the last regulation win I believe they had. Like last.
No. I'm talking about the finals, like the last 2 finals.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They played finals. Yeah. But wasn't there a point at like some point of the year, like very at the end of the year, they were battling for first and just fell off?
Last year they were up there. They were far and ahead of everyone midway, and then like late summer they fell apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, so last year.
if they could get home, I wonder if this third year, if they could get home field advantage throughout, can they have that final at home? That would be interesting to see there. That would be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure Benji is super excited for them. Eb, coming to you. Union Omaha. If Omaha maintains their championship level standard, then is anyone truly built to knock them off their perch?
Yes.
Oh, for real? Okay.
I think there at least one team built to knock them off their perch. And then there's a couple that are sneaky that could probably do it.
Okay. All right. Kyle, coming to you with the last team. See, this worked out perfectly. Westchester. If Westchester embraces the underdog role, it starts off fast, then do they become a surprise team in USL League One?
No, because they still have to, play well. You can buy yourself as the underdog, but if you don't play well to get results, it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. All right. Well, those are all the ethnic questions on every team. Whatnot. Guys.
You straight up forgot Ford Madison.
Yeah, I was going to say Ford.
I straight up did not have to.
I did. Oh, my bad.
I literally was Ford Madison.
I thought I'd draw Ford in there. That's when it was like 17. I was like, oh, yeah, I got everybody. My bad.
Oh, Christ.
So I forgot about them. All right. Let me see. I forgot the Ford Madison question. Where is it? I'm trying to pull up it because I literally just exited out of it.
I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna ask me Ford Madison because that's the last one. I was like, wait.
Yeah, my bad. I totally forgot because I went on that weird rant. My bad.
Ford Madison's on me now.
Yeah. Ev, here you go. Ford Madison. All right.
Okay.
If Madison rediscovers their attacking rhythm from the past, then do they become the most dangerous late season team?
Late season. Ooh. Not late game, late season. Yes. Because I think there's going to be some teams that start hot just to start hot, and then they're going to fall off, and then Ford's going to take that momentum and just go straight up the table. So
okay.
Yes.
Okay. And this is the last question. I literally just thought of this one on the spot, but I want to ask this. We were talking about it. What coach is more in the hot spot? Matt Glazer at Ford Madison, Darren Sawatsky at Richmond
Kickers. Kickers. That's an easy answer, Kyle. You can say the Kickers.
Really.
It's.
Here's what I'll say. You don't bring in a sporting director. You don't go from being head coach and technical director to just head coach and going into the final year of contract after last year. Yeah, I'm going to have to say Matt. If Ford struggled this year, because you got to remember when Matt started, he struggled his first year and a half. Then they had 2024, which was a really good year. They made the finals of the Jaeger Cup. They got to the semifinal. They fell short. The next year was bad. I'm going to say Matt Glazer only because you can't bring in you're not bringing in a sporting / technical director and not also wondering, am I at risk?
I say the Kickers because he should have left last year and they gave him this year to sort of it's his prove it year, but they're not letting. I don't think they're going to let him prove it. I think it's a very tight line for how much time he has to truly make that entire team click. And if they can't see the vision within like the first 8 games, it's done for. Like if you're scoring goals but you're like tying and like or if you're scoring goals and you're like coming back and you're tying games, or there's different scenarios where it's like, I don't know if this is good or not, where like we keep going down but we keep coming back to tie or tie to win, or we're up and we give away goal. Like there's a lot of different scenarios, and I think they're looking at all of those, but they're also being like, he's got 8 to 10 games to show us that there's some type of improvement, or that there is a vision for what you see for 2026. Because if they don't see it,
yeah. I will say this though, Richmond has gone the last couple of years with a tighter budget, with a lower budget, with not maybe getting the players that might be necessary in terms of talent. Like Richmond has been more constrained budget-wise than Madison. And like it's a little bit different this year, but I'm just saying, like, at least Darren can be like, well, how am I supposed to make this work? When also you just sold one of my best players. You just sold one of my best players.
Yeah. All right. So this is how Richmond's, because I'm glad you brought this one. This is how Richmond's first couple of games of the season will start. On the road against AV Alta, US Open Cup against Northern Virginia FC. Yep. At home against FC Naples, on the road against One Knox and Spokane Velocity back-to-back. At home against Union Omaha, Jägermeister game against Charlotte Independence. For Madison, on the other hand, shapes out like this where they start. At home against One Knox, Open Cup on the road against Flint City Bucks, on the road against FC Naples, on the road against Union Omaha, on the road against the Cosmos.
Madison doesn't have a home game until May.
Until Lexington, on the road against Sarasota, on the road against AV Alta.
Jesus Christ.
First home game is against Detroit, May 16th.
New turf? No, seriously, they are putting new turf on the field, which is why their home opener is so late. They are they just took out the old turf like a day or two ago.
So how are we looking? How do we think this is gonna? Who has the harder start? I mean, obviously Madison with the no home game, but like the tougher start based on the quality of teams they are playing. Because if you look at Richmond plays. I think when I did it before, this is with Tormenta included in there. 6 out of the 8 teams they played the opening year with were playoff teams last year, and you're playing the number 1 and number 2 teams on the road in back-to-back weekends. For Madison, like, I hate to say it, you get 2 newbies to open the year off with in Cosmos and Sarasota.
That's like their only saving grace is you do get the expansion teams. Even if it's on the road, at least you get that.
Yeah.
Plus, with the USL Cup, that'll also be more road games.
I mean, both are in the hot seat, but I'm still going to stick with the Kickers on this one. So.
I'm still sticking with Madison because, honestly, there were points last year where I thought Glazer should have been gone.
Yeah, so we got that, which is going to be fun. Guys, anything else before we wrap up our first live show? And by the way, listen, we just want to say thank you. If you've been watching us from the very start, appreciate you as always. It's great to be back. Ab, anything else I'm missing before I wrap up this show?
No, yes. I'm excited for this. Well, Kyle does, but I'm excited for this year. Yeah. It's going to be fun. We have new things we're trying, and I'm excited to do them. So can't wait to travel and meet some new fans. And,
Absolutely.
One of the changes we're going to make is we are still going to do the live show once a month, but in the weeks in between, each of us are going to do an individual kind of quick kicks where we're going to highlight either a match or we're going to break it down basically we'll talk about a few matches from that previous weekend. So there will still be content coming out on a weekly basis. It's just that instead of doing a weekly show, we're gonna do the show like once a month. But in the weeks in between, one of us is going to do something and talk about the previous matches, or maybe a match that they watch and want to get their takeaways on. But I didn't know if we were going to do the one match to watch each month. I don't know if we were going to do that in the live show. That's something we're going to do in an individual.
But since it's over the weekend, why not, Kyle? Why not? Since it's over the weekend, what is the one game you are turning on to watch?
Ooh.
This weekend, it's simple. There's two options. I'm picking Sarasota and Boise.
Okay. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Really? Okay.
I feel like there's only two options.
What about you?
Honestly, that Sarasota Boise game does sound pretty good. I'm kind of feeling that AV Alta Kickers game.
That was the other one I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that a little bit. Well, when we talk like W League, yes, definitely. Because all these teams are playing
for League 2.
League 2 is raw. It's big. How do y'all got so many teams?
We could try, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably not gonna.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna try. I ain't even gonna hold you, dog. I ain't even gonna.
I will when I talk W League, because it's our women's league. And I'm very happy for who is it? Madison to finally have a team. So that'll be fun.
Wait, are you talking W League as in like the second tier of USL women, or we're talking USL League 2?
Yeah, I know. I can't do League 2. But we will be talking. We'll be talking like Annapolis when we talk about W League, if like occasionally. So I know that's what he was trying to ask. I can't do League 2. I can. Man, how y'all live like that? How y'all got 180 teams?
I am excited about W League, though. I'm finally excited to be able to actually have a team. And with all the teams in their division as well, like there's going to be Minnesota Aurora, there's Edgewater, like it's going to be fun to watch Raleigh Madison.
Not Kyle. Yogi, what was your game, by the way?
So my game to watch. This is gonna sound crazy. I got FC Naples versus Fort Wayne. I want to see how
I almost went there.
I want to see what they got. I want to see what Fort Wayne got. Also with these bright yellow jerseys, the yellow brick road jerseys.
Because that's all they got. They didn't release a home kit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anything else, guys, before we wrap up?
Nah. This will be a fun year. I love it.
It will be. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have a great time with it as always. Listeners, we just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day for listening to our show, because without you, we couldn't do this. We wouldn't want to do this. So once again, give yourself a big pat on the back if you made it all 90 minutes walking with us. This year's gonna be fun. Remember, go support your local, go enjoy it, go have a great time. And
remember, ProRail's not saving the hood. Just throw that out there.
There we go.
Try to tell you. So remember to go like, share, and subscribe. And with all that being said, be easy and be safe. We will catch you guys in a month where hopefully I still have a head coach. We'll see. Y'all be easy.